I've spent thousands, no, tens of thousands of dollars over the years on courses. And after everything, here's three things that I finally learned and accepted. The first thing I learned was there's two markets that's being sold to. There's one to me and me to the final user. In my case, it was the local business owner. So I have a course creator who creates a course and tells me, hey, here's how to do X, Y, and Z, and you can sell this to local business. They need it. They're going to pay you lots of money to do it. Go get them, Tiger. And I'd be like, really? That's what I can do. I can just take your training and take this and go to local business and make all this money. Oh man, this is great. I can't wait. I'm gonna just stack paper all day long. I did that over and over and over again, and I couldn't understand how the people that were selling the information or the course were doing so well for themselves, or at least appear to be doing so well for themselves, while I was trying to take the learning that they were giving me and talk to local business. Never mind, I didn't know any local business. I didn't have any connections to local business. I was just going to find the first local business person that would have a conversation with me and sell them on this idea that I didn't create, that someone told me that I could sell it to them. And I was going to pay $29, $27, $47, $97, whatever I was going to pay this and sell it to the business owner for $47, $97. That wasn't going to do it. The second thing I learned was at some point you got to go all in on an idea. You got to find one thing that you're just going to focus all the way in on. And when you do, a lot of the noise will stop. You won't see all the offers coming into your inbox every day because you're focused on this one idea. And you got to focus on it. You got to focus on it for 30, 60, 90 days. You got to focus on it long enough until you've exhausted all options. It either works or it doesn't work. But you got to focus. Follow one course until successful. You just got to do it. It took me a very long time to accept it because the things that I was getting involved in, I didn't necessarily believe in, but it was itching that scratch, or should I say, scratching that itch that I had to feel like I was doing something. And so I'd buy another course and, okay, I'm doing something. Look, I'm making an investment on future. Things are going to be great. Until I realized that I'm no longer interested. I ran into some difficulty. It got hard, and so I moved on to something else. The third thing, and this is probably the biggest thing that I learned, is that once you start doing, it feels so much better than consuming by itself. You can consume and implement, but to consume and consume and consume and consume leads to constipation. I mean, I knew so much stuff about everything. Didn't do anything, but I knew it all. I know it all. I never did anything with any of it. But only after doing, that's where the magic in the bottle happens. That's where everything synthesizes and you can say, oh, this is how it works. This is how it doesn't work. But I just didn't want to take any action on anything until I was sure that this was a thing that I wanted to do. And I wasn't sure if this was the thing I wanted to do because there was another product coming from my favorite product creator that I knew was going to be the next thing, because they would never produce a product or recommend a product that wasn't going to benefit me. And it's true. It wouldn't benefit me, but I was so lost in the sauce, so to speak, that I couldn't make a decision on what I wanted to do. And that was, chalk it up, that was the game. That's what I was in. That's what I was part of. I'm still part of it. I still, I very much associate with all of that because I know exactly how it felt. At one point, I was so jaded, I thought I was going to change my name to the Jaded Marketer. And I started to hate marketers and marketing and just thought it was all bad. But here I am sharing these 3 points with you. And hey, if you've ever attempted to start a course and didn't finish it, started off with something else, didn't finish that, started with something else, but you felt good while you were doing it, drop it in the comments. I've been there. If you want to check out my habit tracker, my habit tracker, there's a link in the comment for that. And hey, I'm here building a channel one step at a time. Thanks for being here.